planner friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Rebecca with Nene Plans, and I thought I'd just walk you through how I fill out my planner after I design it. So I have some sticky notes here, so this is just how I do it, and that way I know what to write. And I tend to want to write neat in my planner, so this helps me stay organized and get my thoughts all together. I'm also going to be using these pens by Master Touch, different sizes. My favorite is the .005, the small writing, because I tend to write big, so these tend to stay in the spaces better. So actually I'm just going to start here with the organize. I'm going to start with probably the .1 here. I have my sticky notes here. Let's follow along on that. Okay, so a big project I'm going to get myself into is organizing the office closet, getting rid of some stuff, and then also I got my Christmas wrapping paper, you know, that I only do during Christmas season, and since that's over, I want to put it out in the shed. Under the sink, it's been a few years since I've organized that, and I've come up with some different ideas that I want to try. And I just recently was noticing, looking around my kitchen, wanting to maximize space, that there's a few cabinets that are out of reach, and so I haven't used them. So the things that I want to keep that I don't use, like mainly my mother's dishes. She passed away 9 years ago, and it's just, I don't use it, but it being hers, I just don't want to get rid of it. So I'm going to put it in a cabinet that I don't use, but will still have. So the Cricut drawer, I just want to organize things that I have to put like vinyl things on, also the vinyl. So a lot of the organization I want to do while I'm off work for 2 weeks is in the office, where I spend a lot of my time, and then also the kitchen. Those are the places I want to work on, and then move about the house. I've been debating on doing this minimalist challenge. I did, I'm gonna guess it's probably been 5 years now. And it's where each day of the month you get rid of that number of items. So on the first day you get rid of 1 item, on the second day 2, and so forth. So on the 30th or 31st day, depending on which month you're doing it, you get rid of the 30 or 31 items. So I haven't added up the total yet to see how many items you'd actually get rid of, but I'm thinking about doing that again, because I have collected a lot of stuff. So what are some things that you like to organize, or that you think needs to be organized in your house? Leave a comment down below, because I do need more ideas. I like to see what you guys are doing, and then that also helps me with my life, learning from you guys. And oh, the pens and markers. I know you watching probably have a big collection of those, as do I. Even though I know I don't need them, if I see them at the store, still think I need to buy them. And my husband's so good, he won't tell me no, even though I tell him to tell me no. Alrighty, so the organized one is finished. Let's go to the buy. Alright, this one I think I used the .3, just a little bit bigger than what I was using. So let's see, I need gallon freezer bags on my last box, and I would like to find meats on sales and stuff and freeze them, save some money. And I I'm so thankful that I have this ring light that I'm using, because the light in my office, I have one out, so it leaves a bit of a shadow and it's not bright. So I do need to get some more light bulbs for here and then in our dining room. So we have a tradition. It came from, I believe, my mom's mom. And it is, you leave cabbage on the table and then cook it New Year's Day, and it's supposed to bring you good luck with money, which I know that I am blessed by God, that it doesn't matter if I leave that cabbage or not. But it's just something that we gotten used to. We would eat cabbage anyways on New Year's Day. So it's just something I do, something fun. But I do know where my true blessings come from. Thank you, Jesus, for that. All right, so with the organization I want to get into, I do need some storage boxes. So I want to make sure I put that down, because I tend to, oh, I remember that. When I go to the store, I remember what I need. Most of the time I don't. Or if I do, I'm usually going from one end of the store to the next. Thinking of things like I'll be on one side of the store and get an item and go and like, oh, I need that. And then I run back to, so, I mean, it's great for the steps. But I could save a lot of time if I have a list. So, I love the dashboard laid out, because I am a list person. And this just helps me keep organized with that. And plus it's so cute with these stickers. All right, so a challenge that I'm having is I'm talking to you and I'm trying to write down these things. And so what I'm talking about isn't always what I'm looking at. And so far, I haven't made a mistake. But now that I've said that, I might have, but that's okay. We have whiteout. And also sometimes I just leave it because it's a reminder that I make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and that's okay. All right. Feeling so accomplished getting this writing down. Now the trick for me is looking at this book every day and marking things off. That is my goal this week. Of course, every week the goal is to get everything marked off my to-do list. Now, I can tell you exactly how many weeks that's happened this year. That has happened 2 times out of 52 weeks that I've gotten everything on my to-do list checked off in that week. But I do set high hopes for me to do things, and I learned that if I don't get it done, it's okay. Tomorrow's or next week, it's another week to try and do it. All right, so we'll work down here on crafts. So what I'm trying to do to save money is do cash envelopes. Now I'm going to do them a little bit differently than what I've seen like Plan with the Least do and some others. All of our bills automatically come out from our checking. We use a card for gas, so not everything's going to be cash. So that's something I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do it. And I would love feedback on this. If you do cash envelopes, how do you organize it? I'm actually getting a little overwhelmed with it. I'm like, okay, is this the right idea that I thought up for our family? So I could use all the advice for this. I want it to be successful. I have plans what I want to do with the saving monies. I want to have money saved back for anything that might come up with the house, our cars, things like that. But I also want to save money and to take my daughter. She's 12 years old, and by the time we go this summer, she'll be 13. So I want to take her to Florida. She hasn't been to Florida yet, And I haven't been since my honeymoon, which was in 2006. So it's been a long time since I've been there. All right, so I want to also, my craft, so this has to do with Cricut. I want to do sticker boxes. And I watched this video from Hollisters and Plans. I will try to get her link down there for you for that video so you can watch it. She does a fabulous job walking you through how to make those. I'm going to leave some space because I'm not for sure what other crafts. I know there's been a ton of them in my brain, but I can't seem to think of them right now. All right, let's get to the fun stuff. The party, New Year's Eve party. So let's see. What New Year's Eve traditions do you have? Do you stay at home? Do you go out? Are you sleeping when the old year leaves and the new year comes? What do you do? I always like to see traditions. So for the party, there's some games that we could be playing. So I like to play Uno. My husband likes to play Risk and Monopoly. Those are long games, and so I tend not to stick with those, but we're having friends over, or actually family over. So hopefully they'll play that. All right, that pin looks like it ran out, but my wonderful husband, he bought me a new set for Christmas. All right, I love canasta. Reminds me of my mom. That is the one game that I get really competitive in. So I would love to play. Unfortunately, that one's only 4 players, so it might not be a good choice when we have family over unless they want to split up in games. All right, we always have taco dip. That was something my mom always did for us, and it's trailed over into my adult life with my daughter and my husband. But also we do new things that my husband likes to do, and they are so yummy. We have sweet and sour meatballs. We do some barbecue little weenies. See if I can squeeze this in. There we go. Cheese dip. And then I'm gonna do veggie tray and fruit tray. That'll be good for January 1st if we have any leftovers. Be a nice healthy snack. Right, and hopefully we can get rid of these Christmas cookies that we have. Get those out of the house so when people come over. All right. So in my Plan With Me video, this one I believe I talked about doing like the word of the year. Well, I have a page for that. So I thought, why not do my favorite Bible verse? And that one, just a great reminder. So my favorite Bible verse and something that keeps me going is Philippians 4:13. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It does not come, my strength does not come from me. It comes from the Lord. Thank goodness for that, because if it came from me, I would not be strong. But He gives me the strength. I can do all things through Christ. And there's different versions of this. I like the one that says Christ instead of Him. That way people know it is Jesus Christ. They can clearly identify who Him is. Make sure I spell strengthens right. A lot of consonants right there in a row. All right. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Let's write down where that's found. Philippians 4:3. And I'm so excited. In January, our church that we go to is doing an all-church Bible study, and they're doing the book of Philippians, the letters that Paul wrote. So I'm excited to do that. And then our small group is going to join in the study, and we're going to meet every other week and talk about the sermon and things that we got from the sermon and from the book Philippians. So I just wrote a little prayer here. So Lord, I need your help. In all things. There's nothing I can do on my own. In all things. I can do them because, I do a little abbreviation, because you give me strength. Amen. In Jesus' name, amen. Close that off there. All right, the left side of the page is finished. Let's start with the right side. Now the right side, I normally don't do like to-do lists and things like that, but this week, since I'm off, I decided to do that each week, kind of plan out what I'm going to do. So on December 26th, and actually I'm filming that. I've already done these two, but we'll go ahead and write that down. So we took down the Christmas tree. We actually got a real one this year. My daughter had a choice. 1 year before she graduates and goes off to college, she was able to have a real tree, and she chose this year. We just got a new cat in May. Oh, looks, I made a mistake. That's okay. Exchange. Okay. A new kitten, Milo, and he has a lot of energy, and we were just kind of curious on how he would act around a Christmas tree, because we've heard stories about cats and Christmas trees. And so we thought, oh, maybe with the needles and stuff, he might not want to climb the tree and everything. So I think that's why she decided to go the real one this year. And so we got one. He did an excellent job not bothering tree. Of course, a few ornaments he wanted to knock around, but other than like climbing the tree, knocking it over, anything like that, not at all. We're very proud of him. All right, so on Thursday, I'm gonna do lots of dusting. So I collect shot glasses from places, and no, I do not use them. I'm sure you were wondering that. They're just for decoration. Also, I'm going to dust Willow Tree. These are my mom's collection that I started one Mother's Day giving her, and I've just kept it going until she passed, but I've kept all her Willow Tree things. And so they collect dust, so I need to dust those. And then got lots of bookshelves in the living room. We have 3 of them, so we're gonna dust those. And my dad comes over and helps dust the shot glasses in Willow Tree. some things I need to do before people come on Saturday. I don't know about you, but it seems like my kitchen needs to be swept and mopped all the time. But I guess that just shows that our house is lived in. All right, we are almost to the end. Thanks for sticking it out with me. All right, New Year's Eve. Can't believe 2022 is almost over and 2023 will be here. All right, thanks for watching my video. If you'd like to see more of these, please subscribe and see you later.